They say that a dog is a man's best friend. So today, I will be talking to you about why you should adopt from the shelter instead of buying from a puppy store. I have 2 dogs, both of which I adopted from my local shelter. If you've ever considered an addition to your family, I am here to tell you why you should adopt instead of buying a puppy. So today, I will be talking to you about 3 main ideas: why you should adopt instead of buying, how to adopt a pet, and what to do if you're not able to adopt. So first, I'm going to discuss why you should adopt a pet instead of buying one. The first reason you should adopt a pet is because it's much cheaper than buying it at a puppy store. If you buy a dog at a place like Petland, you can spend thousands of dollars on the one animal. If you get it from a shelter, the price would be around $200 or less, and it includes the neuter or spay, the microchip, and the vaccinations. Another reason to adopt a pet is because you get your choice of age. Rather than going to a pet store and always getting a puppy, you can adopt a dog that is young, adult, or senior. It's your choice. Speaking of variety, you get a variety of different breeds to choose from. It's not the typical money makers that are always being sold at the pet stores. You have a lot more options when it comes to the shelter. When you adopt from a shelter, they work with the animals, so most of them are already house trained and used to people. According to an article written by Plesset in 2017, adopting makes the marketplace less available for puppy mills. Pet stores get their animals from puppy mills, where the animals are forced into breeding and they're abused. We should not support something like this. When you adopt a pet, you saved a life. According to ASPCA's website, each year approximately 1.5 million shelter animals are euthanized. Most of these pets have had rough lives, living on the streets and starving. They need a loving home, and you can provide one for them. I'm going to show you a before and after picture of an animal that was adopted. So I'll let it focus in on the camera here. This is the before picture. This dog was taken in and it was going to be euthanized for being too aggressive after it was used as a bait dog. One individual went into the shelter and realized that the dog had more potential than other people saw in it and adopted it. And this is what it looked like a year later. So clearly much more healthy. It's wearing a cute little sweater and a bow in front of a Christmas tree. It's way happier than it was in the shelter. And this is the difference that you can make in one of these animals' lives. So next, I will talk to you about how to adopt a pet. To adopt a pet, you can go to your local animal shelter or humane society. If you want, most of them have websites, so you can get online and check out which dogs they have, so you already have an idea of what you want when you go in. If you go to the website, they might also already have the application online. You can fill it out right there or print it out and take it into the shelter. Once you fill out the application, it includes questions like what other animals are in the house and how much time the animal will be spending alone daily. According to the adoption process website, the reason they ask so many questions is to prevent painful situations for the pet where they might end up back in the shelter. Submit the application online or turn it into the place you're wanting to adopt from. Then if or when you get approved, you pay the adoption fee. At my local shelter, fees range from $79 to $250. Finally, I will discuss what you can do if you can't adopt. It would be awesome if everyone was able to adopt an animal, but I know that's not possible. If you can't adopt, there are other things you can do to help out these animals that are in the shelters. My Local Shelter is a nonprofit corporation governed by a board of directors comprised of volunteers from the community. So most of the shelters are more than likely nonprofits. They have volunteers that go in there and help out these animals. So you can also volunteer. If you're able to, you can donate money to the shelter. That would help out tremendously. You're also able to donate food or blankets. If you aren't able to donate, you can always volunteer your time at the shelter. The animals love interacting with people, and they could definitely use a simple walk outside with a leash. As we near the end of my speech, I will review what I've talked about today. So today I discussed why you should adopt from a shelter instead of buying an animal from a puppy store, how to complete the adoption process, which is very, very easy to do, and what to do if you aren't able to adopt from a shelter, and how you can still help these animals out. According to a book wrote by McKinney and Rawson in 2005, 2.5 million dogs are adopted every year. What are you waiting for? Join the millions and adopt today. Thank you.